What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast. So we are back for another UFC event, guys. This is UFC 311. This one's going to be held in Los Angeles, the town I am from, and it's going to be a great event. I was supposed to actually be at the event today, but with a lot of the fires going on, with a lot of different things going on in my life, certain personal things going on, I just could not make it out there. So kind of sucks that I wasn't able to make it to the Intuit Dome, but trust me, guys, I will be watching the fights tonight. So let's cash all these ones out, guys. It's a great event. The main event was switched last night, so I'm happy I'm making this video today because if I would have made the video yesterday, guys, I would have gave you guys the Armin Tsarukyan breakdown. But now, let's get right into this video, guys. First fight of the night is going to be Tagir Beckoff taking on Clayton Carpenter. And guys, for the first fight of the night, I'm taking the underdog. I'm taking Clayton Carpenter. I think Tagir Beckoff is probably the disappointment of the whole entire Khabib training camp. He hasn't seemed like he has been doing too good. He gets takedowns, but he doesn't have a gas tank, and I just don't believe he's going to be able to get the takedowns and hold Clay Carpenter down for 3 straight rounds. I think Clay Carpenter is going to be able to stop some of the takedowns, get back up, and when Tagir ends up gassing out, I think Clay Carpenter is going to be able to take over and end up knocking him out. So give me Clay Carpenter to win this fight via knockout. The next fight is going to be Ricky Turcios taking on Bernardo Sopaj, and this fight was supposed to happen a couple weeks ago, but now we're going to get this fight today on UFC 311. And last time, honestly, I was leaning towards Ricky Turcios, and now I think I'm going to go towards Bernardo Sopaj, just because Ricky Turcios looked like he had a horrible weight cut. He was feeling ill because of the weight cut, and then he pulled out, and now he seemed like he was having a bad weight cut as well, and I just don't believe he's going to be able to come in here and beat Bernardo Sopaj with that weight cut. I think Bernardo's going to be able to get the takedowns, hold him down, land some ground and pound, and maybe even get a submission victory. So just mainly because of the weight cut, I didn't like how Ricky Turcios looked and how he pulled out from the last one. I'm taking Bernardo Sopaj in this one. So give me Bernardo Sopaj to win this one via decision. All right, guys, this next fight's going to be Nakamura taking on Gustoff, and this fight's probably one of my most confident fights of the night. It's probably the ones I'm going to be adding into my parlay. It's going to be a fight I'm going to be taking just because between 2 grapplers and one guy that hits very hard, and Nakamura is just a very legit grappler, and Gustoff is a guy that hits very hard. He has decent grappling as well, but he's not going to be able to keep up with Rinya Nakamura. Rinya Nakamura is one of these legit Japanese prospects that have legit grappling. He's going to take you down, submit you, ground and pound you. He hits very hard, and I just believe he's one of my confident picks of the night. So give me Rinya Nakamura to win this one. It's going to be Caros taking on Perez, and this one, guys, I'm taking an underdog in Perez. This one's in LA. You're telling me, guys, this girl does not want to win in LA so she can twerk in front of Los Angeles? This girl is one of the weirdest girls I've ever seen celebrate in MMA. She wins a fight and starts twerking, and this one's in LA. You're telling me she does not want to go to LA and start twerking on camera just after she wins this fight? But yeah, take that out of the consideration, guys. Take that out of the point. The point is that Caros is up in her age, and Perez is a young prospect coming up. I know Caros is the favorite, but I just do expect Perez to come in here and win this fight. I think it's going to be back and forth. It's women's MMA. It's a 50-50 fight. And if you're going to give me a plus 200 on a 50-50 fight, I'm taking the underdog. So give me Perez to win this one via decision. All right, guys, this next fight is going to be Grant Dawson taking on Diego Ferreira. And this one I went back and forth on all week. I'm probably not going to have a play on this one just because it is a very tricky fight, and I can see it going both ways. It's going to be Grant Dawson, Diego Ferreira, and Grant Dawson is going to be able to try to get the takedowns and land some ground and pound and end up being the rest of it, I hold top control. And Diego Ferreira hits very hard. He's a very good grappler. He has good jiu-jitsu off his back, and he hits very hard. He has a better striking than Grant Dawson. And we've already seen Grant Dawson show that he doesn't have a chin, really. So if he does get hit, Diego Ferreira will probably knock him out. This fight's going to come down to if Grant Dawson get this fight to the floor or not. And if Grant Dawson gets this fight to the floor, Diego Ferreira is going to be throwing up a lot of submissions from his back, and he might actually get back up, but if you're asking me my pick, guys, I'm going with Grant Dawson. I think Grant Dawson wins this fight via decision, but it's one I'm probably not going to be making a play on just because I just think Diego Ferreira is a live underdog, but I also don't want to play the underdog just because I like to pick winners. I just don't like to bet off of value. I like to bet who I think is going to win. So give me Grant Dawson to win this fight via decision. It's going to be Bogdan Gustoff taking on Billy Elekana, and this fight is, the line has switched, guys. Gustoff is the favorite now, and I'm going to be taking Billy in this one as an underdog. Billy, I think he's just going to be able to go in here, get the takedowns, and land some hard shots. Bogdan Gustoff is probably one of the worst heavyweights in the division. I don't think this guy probably deserves to even be in the UFC. It's more of that this guy is just getting highlight reel knockouts, so he's making the UFC, and he's ranked now because of his highlight reel knockouts. But besides the highlight reel knockouts, his skill is really not all the way there, in my opinion. I think Billy is a better skilled fighter. I think Billy can land the hard shots on top, and I also think Billy can out-wrestle him. So it's probably not going to be a play that I have too much confidence in or too much money on, but give me Billy Elekana to win this one as an underdog. Alright, guys, this fight's going to be Zachary Reese taking on Azaman Beckoff, and I'm going to be taking Zachary Reese as the underdog in this one. I think Zachary Reese hits really hard. Both these guys striking are not really there. Both these guys striking is probably back and forth, but I just think that Zachary Reese hits hits harder, and he lands the more sniper type shots. And he has really good grappling. He has a very good jiu-jitsu grappling game. And I just think if Asmat tries to take him down over and over again, he's eventually going to gas out, or we might end up getting caught in a submission by Zachary Reese. So give me Zachary Reese to win this fight as an underdog. I think he wins this fight by decision or submission. All right, guys, this is going to be another one of my confident plays. It's going to be Peyton Talbot taking on Ronnie Barcelos. And I'm taking Peyton Talbot, guys. I think Peyton Talbot knocks this dude out or does whatever he wants with him. Peyton Talbot, since he fought in the Contender Series, just like Ilia Topuria. When I first saw Ilia Topuria fight in his debut, I was like, that guy's going to be a champion one day. First time I ever saw Peyton Talbot fight, I said, that guy's going to be a champion one day. He reminds me of Sean O'Malley with a little bit of grappling skill. And I just really like Peyton Talbot a lot. I think he's going to knock out Ronnie Barcelos. And I don't think Ronnie's going to have anything for him. So give me Peyton Talbot. I'm going to be throwing him into one of my parlays just because I'm very confident in him. So give me him to win this fight via knockout. All right, guys, this fight's going to be Kevin Holland taking on Renan de Ritter, RDR. And honestly, this fight I went back and forth on. It's more of like my head wants to tell me that de Ritter's going to win this fight via submission. Also my heart and a part of my head also wants to tell me Kevin Holland's going to knock this dude out. But guys, I went back and forth all week on this fight, and I'm going to tell you guys, my pick is Kevin Holland. I'm taking Kevin Holland as a slight underdog to win this fight. It's almost a pick him, but Kevin Holland's a slight underdog. I think he ends up knocking out de Ritter. I don't think de Ritter's going to be able to take down Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's takedown defense has been getting better over the years. He's came a long way since Derek Brunson and Marvin Vettori has been able to take him down with ease. And I just think Marvin Vettori and Derek Brunson have better wrestling than de Ritter. De Ritter might have better overall grappling when he gets to the floor, but I don't think he's going to be able to take down Kevin Holland. And if you look at the striking, I think Kevin Holland's going to be able to land that sniper shot on him. I think Kevin Holland's a better striker, and de Ritter seems like he doesn't have his hands up. He doesn't move his head too much, but if Kevin Holland can keep this fight standing up, I think he knocks out Renan de Ritter. And if de Ritter takes this fight to the floor, I'm not sure if he submits Kevin Holland right away, because Kevin Holland is a black belt. It kind of reminds me of that Michael Chiesa fight that Kevin Holland fought. But now de Ritter's a lot bigger than him. He's about the same size as Kevin Holland. So it's going to be a 50-50 fight. But give me Kevin Holland. I think he wins this fight by knockout. This next play is going to be Jailton Almeida taking on Sergey Spivok. And this is going to be another one of my confident play guys. I'll be throwing in that parlay. Jailton Almeida, I'm taking him all the way. I think Jailton Almeida, nobody can stop him with that takedown for the first couple rounds. This guy took down Curtis Blades. And Curtis Blades is probably the best wrestler in the whole division. And he took down Curtis Blades with ease and kind of dominated Curtis Blades for that first round. And if he just gets that gas thing on point, I think Almeida's going to win this fight easily. I took Curtis Blades in that one as an underdog, and I cashed that one out. But now I just think Jailton Almeida, he's learning, he's getting better, and I just think he's going to be able to take Sergey Spivok down with ease, hold top control, and may probably end up submitting Sergey Spivok. So give me Almeida to win this fight via submission. All right, guys, this is another one I went back and forth on all week. It's Jiri Prochazka taking on Jamal Hill. And guys, I'm taking Jiri Prochazka. I went back and forth all week. Some part of me was saying that Jamal was gonna knock him out. Part of me was saying Yuri's gonna knock him out. If you guys want to take the under 2.5, the under 2.5 is the play. You want to put that in a parlay piece, that's a play. To under 2.5, I think somebody gets slept in this fight. But Jiri, I just think Yuri's movement is gonna be way too much for Jamal. Jamal coming off that torn Achilles, it seems like Jamal doesn't move as much as he used to. And I just think Jiri with his movement is gonna be too much, and he's gonna end up catching Jamal with one of those right hands, or maybe even a kick coming up the middle. So give me Jiri Prochazka. I'm taking the Samurai to go in here, knock this dude out with a highlight reel knockout. So give me Jiri Prochazka to win via knockout. All right, guys, this fight's gonna be Merab Dvalishvili taking on Umar Nurmagomedov. And guys, everything tells me Umar should win this fight. Umar's grappling is almost up the point with Merab. His striking is a lot better than Merab's. And he has a great training camp in Khabib. Even though I don't like Khabib and those guys over there, I can at least tell you I respect them because they have a great training camp and they have great fighters. But if you're telling me from a betting perspective, Merab at a plus 200, 250 underdog, that's way too much. The champion that just went on this crazy run, that just beat Henry Cejudo, an Olympic gold medalist, that dominated him with the wrestling, who just beat Sean O'Malley, a dominant champion, and now he's fighting Umar Nurmagomedov that he's a big underdog to, when Umar has only fought really one person that's good, and that's Corey Sandhagen. And honestly, I do believe Umar wins this fight. If you're asking me to pick with just my MMA mind, I think Umar wins this fight. But just looking at it from a betting perspective, guys, Merab is way too big of an underdog. So I think I'm going to be making a play on Merab. I like Merab. I don't like Umar. I like Merab. So I'm going to be betting Merab because I like the guy mainly, and because this line is way off. Don't get me wrong. Does Umar have a chance to knock this dude out? Yes, he does. He has a chance of knocking Merab out, and he probably might knock Merab out, guys. But if you're telling me the play, what is the best value play on this one? It's Merab Dvalishvili at an over plus 200 underdog. Like I said, a great UFC title run. Great UFC run. Now he just won the title, and he's going to lose in his first defense. I don't think so, guys. Like I said, MMA mind tells me Umar is going to win this fight, but just my heart and the story behind it and the value, I think Merab is a good underdog play. So give me Merab. That's going to be the play I'm making. This fight's 50-50 for me, but I'm going to be making a play on Merab. All right, guys, this is going to be the last leg of that parlay, the one I'm probably very confident in, and this is going to be the last fight of the night, the main event. It was supposed to be Armin Sarukian taking on Islam Makhachev, but now it's Renato Moicano taking on Islam Makhachev. And guys, we get to see Money Moicano get a title fight. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, this guy's gonna probably even get beat up. I think Islam Makhachev's gonna put on with a highlight reel knockout. Renato Moicano's grappling is very legit, but probably not up against Islam, up to par with Islam. And Islam's striking is way better than his. Renato Moicano doesn't have a chin at all, so I just think that Islam's gonna end up knocking this guy out with a highlight reel knockout. So give me Islam Makhachev to win this fight however he wants. If he wants to take this guy down and show his skill down there, or if he wants to knock him out standing up with the highlight reel. I think Islam can do whatever he wants. But that's gonna be the pick, guys. I'm taking Islam Makhachev to win this fight via knockout. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the page, guys. Let's cash all of our bets. If you guys do not know yet, I put all of my bets in the description. So I gave you guys my picks. Check out the description after the video. I'm gonna have what bets I'm gonna be making in there, so you guys can follow along on what bets I'm making throughout the night. But like I said, guys, like the video, subscribe, come back tomorrow, come back later on. I'm gonna have NFL videos out. I'm gonna have some soccer out tomorrow as well. But yeah, guys, UFC 311, Los Angeles, let's make some money. And shout out to Los Angeles, guys. Everybody that's been affected by the fires. I hope you guys, I pray for you guys, are doing very well. I hope you guys are getting your life almost back. I know your house, a lot of people's houses are gone, their livelihoods are gone, but life moves on at the end of the day. And I'm praying for you guys out there. And if you guys can, I hope everybody can go and donate to Los Angeles, and hope people can start to get their livelihoods back. You get me? So, all right, guys, like I said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.